아버지.
If family ties are the ones that bind, then it's the family feast that feeds our soul.
In taco we trust.
In taco we trust.
And tonight on First Look, we're digging on into some of the most delectable bites from these eclectic families to yours.
Chin. Bon appetit. Bon appetit. Guys, I love our family business.
And what better way to start things off than by visiting our cousins across the pond. Meatballs and spaghetti, peanut butter and jelly, steak and eggs. Food marriages make mouths water, and in London, England, there does not exist a more quintessential union than that of the chip and its partner, fish. There are over 10,000 chippies operating in the UK, but there is only one Toffs. Located in Muswell Hill, Golden Goodness is consistently concocted by brother co-owners George and Costas Georgiou.
Wednesday is George, me Thursday. If you want to see us both, we're both here on a Friday.
And their staple plate all starts with the raw ingredient.
You guys get your fish delivered here daily, I'm assuming?
Yep,
Yes.
every day. The fish comes from Grimsby.
Okay.
It's a fishing port.
It's become one of the main ports for importing fish, and we get it directly.
You guys serve a variety of fish here
We have
as
12
well, right?
fishes on the menu.
12? You use any of them, or is it mostly the cod?
In the southern of England, like London and so forth, cod is the #1 fish. If you go west coast, they tend to go for a flat fish like plaice.
Off with his head!
아버지.
Grab it.
Got it. It's a little slimy.
Slime means it's fresh.
What's the technique here to deboning a fish?
You take the fish like that and you try to
Find the bone.
find the bone and then you pull it out.
Grab it. There it is.
The important thing, of course, is for us to get our portions
How's that?
slightly bigger than normal, but
It's not the first time I've heard that, my friend.
Practice makes it.
slightly more generous.
So we want to be right around 300 grams.
You've just given them 50 ounces for nothing.
There's going to be some happy customers here.
We whip up the secret homemade batter,
That batter's getting thick, boys.
dredge the fish in flour,
Nice and coated.
then we fry.
This would be the right way to hold
Yes.
it, right?
Place it into the hot frying pan.
You're free! So tell me a little bit about the history of Toffs.
The original family was called Mr. and Mrs. Toffali, who set up a fish and chip shop. The kitchen porter used to call the owner Mr. Toff, and they liked the idea. And then slowly, they dropped the Mr. and it just became Toffs. When that family retired, me and my brother bought up Toffs. They told us all the recipes.
Can I try some crackling? Some good batter.
It certainly is.
But we're only halfway home, because what's fish and chips without the fries?
The potatoes that we use in our establishment is from the Lincolnshire farm area.
Okay.
And it's Maris Piper. That's the species of potato. We find it to be the best chipping potato. Don't lose any potatoes, Johnny.
Now we have to take all the parts out.
The imperfections.
The imperfections.
You've got to be very thinly peeling that because we don't want to waste too much potato.
That's our margin, you know. Otherwise, you'll have to chip in.
There you go. Now you've got to
Hey, huh?
There you go. There's a few big ones there.
So you guys fry your chip in the same oil that you fry your fish.
Correct.
Is there a reason why?
The temperature will drop so that the fish does not burn.
Who would have known there was such a science behind frying fish and chips? It's like mesmerizing to watch.
They'll tell you when they're ready.
Once they start to rise and they're on the top, the chip is
Look at that. Look at that. We got a fish on the surface.
And while at the surface, fish and chips may seem like an obvious juxtaposition, this English staple comes with a significant history.
How did the marriage of fish and chips start in the beginning?
You had the fish and the potato getting together because it gave the complete meal.
Two things that in nature would never see each other.
You had the fish because British Isles, and on the land we were known for farming good potatoes. The Catholics used to have fish on a Friday for religious reasons, and it became also synonymous for the British people to have fish and chips on a Friday.
On Friday.
How you serve a portion of chips is something that's synonymous in the UK.
Okay.
It used to be newspaper wrappings, but over the years they've done away with newspapers. But our actual paper that we use is newspaper offcuts.
So you're actually keeping true with tradition.
Absolutely.
Does it also appeal to kind of all walks of life and all segments of society? I mean, does the Queen sit down for fish and chips?
Absolutely. Most important. And that's probably the person we should serve one day.
One day.
She's invited anyway.
Finally, when the couple is golden, it's time to feast.
Look at those.
Very hot. No, you can't eat that. You can't eat that. No.
There you go.
Woo! That's tasty.
That is the perfect chip.
We got our chips, we got our fried fish. We're in business, boys. So now, gentlemen, it's the moment of truth. It smells incredible. It looks absolutely phenomenal. The texture and the taste is incredible.
And this is the good thing about fish and chips. The two things are good in its own state. Good fresh fish and good fresh potatoes. You don't need to add anything to it to enjoy it.
That is a perfect marriage, my friends.
Yeah.
It's moist, but it's not dry, because that's what happens to fish a lot of times. Fish gets dry. And when you have a meal where there's only 2 ingredients, it's really important to do those 2 things right. What's it been like working all these years with your brother?
It's been fantastic, obviously. Here we are, 20 years, so we still haven't fallen out.
Yeah.
I've got my wife working here. He's got his daughter working here.
We've had here people from day one, really. 3 or 4 of our chefs still here with us.
So it's a very family-oriented business.
He does one side of the business, I do the other side. I know what he's thinking as well. So
I can tell. You guys finish each other's sentences. That's how
right,
you know
that's
each other's
right.
thinking. You guys share a brain. And all the ingredients that you guys combine to make this meal as amazing as it is, I think, I could be wrong, but I think the most important ingredient is the family. Is the family bond. You know what I mean? I'm like the 3rd brother.
Well, you're
you're in the family now.
I'll tell you what, just so you guys know, I was always mom and dad's favorite, so.
Oh, right.